You know these faces from blockbuster premieres, but which of them had a locker in an elite college locker room first?
Tell, hi, were you in here?
I wasn't.
Wait a second, okay.
All right.
We're talking full scholarships, grueling two-a-days, and real conference championships before red carpets ever called.
You look like you naturally have no body hair whatsoever. Do you oil yourself up a lot?
I need to get through a narrow shaft.
Stay with me as we reveal 10 movie stars who trained like pros on campus. What sport they played, where they played it, and exactly how competitive they were.
Everybody get on the king's back, and I'm gonna lead you to the promised land, all right? Hold on, ready?
One A-lister reportedly turned down a bigger athletic offer than their first acting paycheck. Guess who? Let's start with a rom-com icon who was once feared on the court. The Girl Next Door vibe masked a stat sheet, because some of the sweetest rom-com leads were out here stacking aces and splitting lanes like varsity killers before anyone handed them a script. We're talking real programs with strength coaches, travel rosters, compliance meetings, training tables, all of it dialed in. Fans had them pegged as theater kids who lived in black box rehearsals. But there were scholarships on the line, conference honors posted on locker room walls, and alarms set for 5 a.m. lifts. That shine you see on a press tour started with campus grind that didn't care about premieres or gowns. One Oscar-winning actress brought heat on NCAA tennis courts long before she held a statuette. She played for a Power 5 university that takes dual matches seriously, slotted in a top 6 singles role, and pulled double duty in doubles. The conference was no cupcake either. Deep draws at the championship tournament, ranked opponents every weekend, and bus rides that turned into study halls with foam rollers under every seat. She logged ranked wins in dual season and snagged a clutch clinch on the road that kept her team inside the postseason bubble. If you're wondering how that translates to screen presence, think about breaking serve under pressure and then hitting marks under 100 moving parts on set. College training loads for tennis and swimming quietly mirror pro habits. Two-a-days aren't a myth. They're scheduled. Weights and footwork in the morning, live reps or pace work in the afternoon, plus recovery sessions that feel like a class you have to pass. Tennis squads track ITA rankings that update weekly, so every match shifts your national number, and road trips can run Thursday to Sunday with doubles points setting the tone. Swimmers live by qualifying cuts down to tenths, where a taper plan is mapped out weeks in advance and a missed turn costs an entire season. The rhythm is relentless. Early meals, treatment blocks, film review, study hall, then back in the pool or on the court before most people finish breakfast. Another rom-com favorite came from a mid-major swim powerhouse, and she wasn't just there for the team photo. She specialized in middle-distance freestyle with a backstroke secondary, dropped personal bests that hit program top 10 lists, and swam legs on a 4x200 free relay that reset a school record at the conference meet. She touched the wall for podium finishes at the league championships, split negative on the back half when it mattered, and carried that controlled panic, stay smooth, surge late, into auditions where nerves can wreck timing. Meet weekends were a blur of heats, finals, ice baths, and bus rides, then back to campus for Monday film sessions and pace charts taped to lockers. Media profiles loved the overnight success angle and gave a sentence or two to the sports past, if that. Teammates remember something different, someone who sprinted back to practice from class, who wouldn't leave the facility until the last rep matched the plan, who treated a recovery set like a test. That kind of wiring shows up later as stamina during 14-hour shoot days, clean choreography after 3 takes, and an ability to smile through 6 back-to-back interviews without slipping. So who's the Oscar winner who quietly dominated college tennis before her breakout? She competed in NCAA Division I for a Power 5 program, held a singles spot that counted every weekend, and posted her best collegiate result as a clutch dual match clinch that tilted her team toward postseason play. Keep that in mind as we trade finesse and lanes for helmets and shoulder pads, because One Action Stars Division I football scholarship wasn't a campus secret. It made headlines. Before stunt coordinators, there were playbooks, dugouts, and radar guns. Scouts sat with clipboards, families did math on scholarships, and a few future box office kings were this close to staying in cleats instead of learning marks. We're talking guys whose college schedules ran through film rooms, training tables, and charter buses with position coaches grading every snap. Apparently, Fans were shocked later because the narrative focused on auditions and agent meetings. But on campus, these players had depth charts to climb and reps to win. A bunch of them came from programs where a missed lift got you benched, and Saturday crowds were louder than any Premier line. The talent was real, and the decisions were messy. Acting money sounds glamorous, but a scholarship pays today, and a pro shot might never come back. According to people around them, families weighed tuition, health insurance, and the value of a starting job versus a day rate on an indie. Agents whispered about momentum and visibility, while coaches pushed spring ball and summer workouts. Rumors suggest some sat with spreadsheets listing what an ankle sprain could cost, or what a short film might do if a festival hit. Take the major action star who earned a Division I football scholarship at the University of Miami. He lined up at defensive tackle, lived in the rotation, and logged starts when the line thinned. The Hurricanes were national-level competition, with bowl seasons and rosters stacked with future pros. Depth chart movement was weekly, tied to practice grades and injury reports, and every rep counted because the room was heavy with NFL talent. He got the full speed, full contact education that later made on-set hits look easy. Now, the research on D1 football time demands is blunt. NCAA rules cap required activities at 20 hours a week in season, but the culture stacks on voluntary workouts, film, treatment, and travel that push the real number far higher. Injury risk sits there all day: stingers, high ankle sprains, labrum tears. A full ride covers tuition, fees, books, room, and board, plus training table meals and gear, which is real money compared to early acting pay where a small role might net less than a month of campus housing. Sources say the trade-off feels sane until an injury or a once-in-a-lifetime role shows up. Then there's the A-list actor who passed on professional baseball after starring in college and shining in the Cape Cod Baseball League. He played for UCLA, worked as a catcher with leadership chops, and posted summer numbers on the Cape that got him NCBWA love and real draft calls. Scouts liked the arm and the receiving skills, and he had meetings where organizations laid out minor league plans and bonus ranges. The decision moment came fast: sign and grind on buses for years, or take a role that could open a different door. Here's the part that stings. Early film checks don't always beat athletic money. One reported offer from the field, a signing bonus plus a short season assignment, would have topped his first movie payday. But that first set taught timing he already had. Field awareness became camera awareness. Reading a pitcher's sequence felt like reading stunt beats. Fast decision-making from calling a game turned into snapping into a fight combo after a reset. So the mini payoff you wanted, the football scholarship, that was the University of Miami at the Division I level. The baseball pass? A UCLA catcher who turned down pro interest to chase acting. Keep that in mind, because their campus grind shows up again when they command press rooms, handle night shoots, and roll into awards season with the same steady pulse they use behind the plate and in the trenches. That steady glow on screen comes from repeats, lifts, travel days, and film study that happened long before craft services. Apparently, the stamina you see during night shoots started at dawn, chasing splits and breaking down tendencies until it became instinct. Drop a comment with the athlete actor who surprised you most, and tell us who's next. Football phenoms with combine stories, track stars with nasty splits, or those quiet tennis assassins who never gave up a break. Next time a stunt lands clean or a press day runs 12 hours, remember there was a locker, a lineup, and a scoreboard first. The spotlight just found them later.